Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the long-awaited question and answering video, or Q&A video. I was supposed to get this done weeks ago, but what happened was I uploaded the video asking you guys to ask me questions in the comment section, and then what I didn't realize was June's coming up, which means E3, 3 events that has to do with my family, my cousin's birthday, my cousin's son's birthday, my birthday of course, and Father's Day. And then, of course, life it gets thrown in between all that. So, mixing all that together in 1 month is equaling an extremely busy month. And the E3 week, you guys saw I was uploading like 4 videos a day. Some days I uploaded 5 videos, and I was working really hard to get you guys all that information. But today I'm finally getting around to doing the Q&A. And if you guys want to ask me a question, this is going to be split up into parts because just doing one long Q&A session would be extremely long. But this is going to be split up into parts, and if you guys want to ask me a question, I'll link you to the video which you can ask questions, because I don't want to be jumping all over the place to video, comment section to comment section, because that'll just be, you know, very tiring and it'll be very confusing. So just to make everything easy, for me at least, or easier, just go to the link in the description box below where you can ask me questions on there. If you guys want to ask me questions sometimes on Twitter and Facebook, I do answer them a lot more on Twitter than I do on Facebook. So those links are in the description box as well. And you could go follow me on Twitter and like the Facebook fan page. And another thing about those two is that a lot of times the subscription boxes doesn't publish videos to you guys because YouTube is YouTube. So following me on Twitter and Facebook is the easiest way to get my videos when they come out and whatnot. So just go do that. It takes a few seconds to do that. Now, some questions have been left out because it's going to be like its own commentary. For example, somebody gave me a question on the Marines and what's going on with that. I'm going to be making commentary about that and some other questions as well. But let's get this Q&A started. So the first question, which is really easy to answer, is why did you start to post on YouTube? Well, basically what happened is this. One day I was in like a PS3 chat. You can go on PS3, you could go on video chat, voice chat. It's like a kind of like Skype, but PS3 version. And I was in one of them with my friends, and somebody invited PSN Cool PJ. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He's an old school YouTuber, and he told me that I would have a good commentating voice. And honestly, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I was watching YouTube videos like Blame Truth and XCal back then, but I never really even had the idea of making my own videos until PSN Cool PJ told me that I have a good commentating voice. So then I made my first commentary, and a lot of people liked it. Of course, some people hated it because of the nature of the video. It was like this rant on Call of Duty 4 hacking. If you guys have ever seen it, go back. Warning before you go watch that video. There's so much cursing in that video. It puts South Park to shame. Or Jerry Springer, or yeah, Jerry Springer is the one that has all the cursing, or Maury or something like that. It puts those shows to shame with the amount of cursing that I did. But that's the way I got into YouTube. And even before that, I did post up videos. I posted up GTA 4 videos. I posted up a long time ago. Those are all gone now, but I posted up GTA 4 videos back in 2008 before people started commentating. And I never thought about making my own commentaries, but I did make my own videos before that, but not commentaries, because I didn't think I would be any good at it. But that's how I got into YouTube, and I've been doing it since 2009. It's 3 years this August 4th. Yeah, August 4th was my first video, I believe. I don't know if I just got that wrong. If I did, wow, that's extremely horrible, because that's my own history on YouTube. But the second question is, do you have another job besides YouTube? Currently, no. It's plain and simply put like that. Why? Because YouTube provides me an income that, well, I can't live off of it, like, be all, you know, in a nice fancy mansion and whatnot. No, I live with my dad and my 2 sisters, have been for a while, and I enjoy it. You know, it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get out of this place, because my dad and my sisters, there's good company. They're good company. You know, it's nice to live with your family sometimes. But do I ever plan on moving out? Hell yeah, of course yeah, because, you know, I want to go on off to my own branch. But for now, I'm just kicking back, you know, relaxing all cool, shooting some people outside the school with YouTube, and just making a nice little income doing my YouTube videos. And it's something that I enjoy, you know. It's not something that I do for the money. I do it because I love it. My love for it comes first, and then money is like the second reason. You know, it's always nice to make a income off of something. I don't like what people always call YouTubers view whores or money whores or anything like that. You're not gonna go to McDonald's and call the person working behind the counter a money whore, because you know damn well they don't enjoy doing it. Sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do to earn an income. Money's the way the world works. If you don't want to accept that, then don't accept it. But the next question is, what changes do you expect in Bad Company 3? As far as changes, I'm not even sure. I really love Bad Company 2, and any thought of change to me, like drastic change, it just comes with this like back thought of just, is this gonna ruin the game? And then I'm just like, you know what, don't even include it. You know, I just want to see Bad Company 2 remastered. That's kind of like what I want to see, but I also want to see a sequel. You know, the story mode, I want to see what happens, because at the end of Bad Company 2 they were talking about the Russians are invading from Alaska, so I want to see that play out. So that's gonna be interesting. But with Bad Company 3, they definitely have to keep the destruction Bad Company 2 had. I would highly suggest, I mean, since it's going to be most likely on next-gen consoles, you know, it's going to be possible to include the amount of destruction along with the Frostbite 2 engine. Probably not as much as the engine as we see in Battlefield 3, but they could still do it on the Frostbite 2 engine and include as much destruction Bad Company 2 had. Because that's something that has to stay. You can't change the destruction to the way Battlefield 3 has it. Because Battlefield 3's destruction, 90% of the map is indestructible, the other 10% is these little buildings. And I know people always bring up the argument about, well, Bad Company 2 is just all these little buildings, that's why it was all destructible. It doesn't matter. I'd rather have great gameplay over great graphics. That's what I'd rather have. I'd rather have great gameplay rather than, you know, being so visually immersed in it. Because the gameplay plus the graphics will immerse you into the game, especially when it comes to first-person shooters. Now, I know with Mario Kart and all that, that's a whole other different story, but I used to play games when GoldenEye came out. I played the Atari, so I'm not all about graphics, but when it comes to first-person shooters for me, graphics definitely do make an impact. The Bad Company 2 graphics were great. I don't know why some people complained saying that it was so cartoony. It wasn't really cartoony at all. The graphics were great, the sound was amazing, and I just don't want them to mess up Bad Company 3. The fourth question is, what type of music do you like? When it comes to me and music, I kind of like all types of music except modern day rap, like, you know, Lil Wayne and all these idiots. In my opinion, they're idiots. I'm sorry if you like them, that's you. You know, I have nothing against you, but in my opinion, they just sound retarded. You know, it's just all the time. They always do that whole auto-tune stuff, and that just, I don't understand how people like listening to a song that the entire thing is on auto-tune. It's just like, it sounds like, you know, somebody shoving a penis up the ass while they're singing. But the type of music I like rap. I like old school rap. I like some country music. I like Johnny Cash. I like, if you guys ever heard the band Red, I like them. I like Three Doors Down. I like Jay-Z. I'm kind of in a variety, you know? And I'm not some type of emo kid. It's like, as soon as somebody hears that you like rock, all of a sudden, you wear dark clothes and have dark hair and think you could fly like a vampire or something. I don't know where that image comes from. It's like the same thing. If you like rap, people think you're about to rob a liquor store. You know? It's like, what's up? Why can't somebody just like a music genre just because they like it, you know? Not because they want to, like, go rob a liquor store or go shoot some naggers. Like, that's what people who like country music, people think that they're all racist, you know? That they live down south. I don't get these stereotypes, but people are going to be people. People judge, and then they claim that they don't judge. I don't get that either. It's kind of ironic. The fifth question, I already answered this technically. Ivan, who do you live with? My dad and my two sisters. My dad's 61, and I also have a cat and a dog. That's a whole different story. My dad's 61. One of my sisters is 20. She's going to turn 21 in September. And another one of my sisters, I think, is 23, 24. It's sad. I don't even know the ages of my sisters sometimes. You lose track of things, all right? And my dog, I have a beagle. You guys have seen videos of my dog and my cat. I take my dog out for a walk sometimes. She's 5 years old now. And the cat, I think, is 4 years old. So that's who I live with. And I enjoy living with these people, you know? Family's family. And the cat and the dog, they do get along. A lot of people always, you know, they associate cats and dogs with fighting. But my cat was brought here as a baby, and the dog was already about a year old. So the like my dog took the cat in as kind of like its own child. Like it looked after it, and now, you know, they always play fighting and chasing each other around the house, but they never hurt each other really. And sometimes the cat will accidentally scratch the dog, but he doesn't really hurt her. She doesn't really hurt him. And yes, they're a guy and a girl, but they don't mate because that's the way animals are. You know, I don't think they you know, they interbreed with different species and whatnot. But the next question is, have you played any sports? If so, what sports? I don't know what the word for it is. I know the word, I know what it is, but I just don't have it in my mind right now. But you know how, like, when you join leagues and everything like that at school, I wouldn't say professional because that's MLB and whatnot. I never really wanted to join, like, the little league or anything like that, or like a football team or anything like that. Do I like playing the sports? Yeah. Do I like watching the sports? Not really. Not too much. It doesn't really interest me that much. You know, sometimes I might watch a football game or a basketball game, or you know, the American version of football, and also soccer, which is the European version of football. I don't like to call it soccer because I know everybody around the world calls it football. The only reason why Americans call it soccer is that way we won't confuse the shit out of us. And us Americans, we do shit backwards, but that's just the way we are. But I enjoy watching sports sometimes, but not all the time. I'm not really like a huge sports fanatic. Speaking of that, by the way, my Twitter feed, every time there's a sports game on, my Twitter feed becomes Sports Center. Everybody's talking about every freaking game. I don't know when everybody had so much interest in, well, I'm talking about Americans in general. I don't know when we had so much interest in football, or soccer as Americans call it. I don't know when we started getting so much interest in that, but it seems that every American loves the sport now. Don't get it. But the next question is, if you could change 3 things in Battlefield 3, what would they be and why? Damn, that's a good question. I would change it. And the first thing, obviously, destruction. I wanted more destruction for Battlefield 3, and I understand Battlefield 3 is the direct sequel, supposedly, to Battlefield 2, but really it doesn't look that way. But it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Battlefield 2, and that's why they lowered destruction and everything like that, basically almost lowering destruction to the point where it's not even there. And I would make it so that they have more destruction, because that's definitely an anti-camper tool. And in Battlefield 3, I've encountered so many campers, it's beyond ridiculous. And they get you, and you can't get them. I'm used to bad company too. When, you know, you have a camper, you destroy that goddamn building. That's the way you roll, you know, and you just take it out, you keep moving. And I would definitely change the map layouts. It seems as though they're trying to. I've always said this, and it is true. If you can't see it, I don't know what's wrong with you. You might be blind, but I've always said that they're trying to, like, reel in Call of Duty players, and they did that so well. So I would try to change the map layouts to kind of be more towards Battlefield itself. You know, the way Armored Kill maps are, the way Caspian Border, Kharg Island. A map like Harvest Day for Bad Company 2 is a perfect example. It has a lot of variety. The first 2 bases in Rush, wide open fields, excellent tank warfare. The next 2 bases after that, urban combat. And with the destruction, it makes it feel right. Without the destruction, it just makes Battlefield 3 maps seem like Call of Duty maps, and Close Quarters is definitely that way, without a doubt. It's what I call a copycat in terms of the maps, of course. The gameplay sometimes turns out different, but the gameplay itself is also very COD-like. Now, the next question, a huge question when it comes to us males. This is ass or boobs? Why can't a man have both? Is that so much to ask for? Everybody always asks me this question in my live streams, and I see it sometimes on the videos, but why can't a man have both, right? I mean, that's you know, you just can't choose one over the other sometimes. You want the cushion for the pushing, but at the same time, you want something good upstairs, you know what I'm saying? But why can't a man have both? Next question is, what do you think about adding color smoke to Battlefield 3? I read this weeks ago when the video first came out, and I posted it on Twitter, and I sent it to the guys at Battlefield. Like, I tweeted at them, and they said that they will take my idea into, or your idea into consideration, and I'm pretty sure that just means, yeah, we're just saying this so that way we won't look like assholes. And if they do include it, adding color smoke, to mark targets for airstrikes and whatnot, that'd be awesome. However, somebody replied to me saying they should make it stick to the person. No. You have no idea how many trolls would be out there throwing smoke on you. That way you run into the battlefield and get shot because you're running around looking like the Wicked Witch of the East. Just, you know, a whole bunch of smoke coming out your ass. Everybody's going to be shooting at you. So making it stick to the player is not, no, I wouldn't suggest that. What would be cool is if you could pull the pin and have the smoke come out in your hand and you could just run around with it, you know? I think that'd be cool. You know, I'm not sure if that's realistic. I'm not sure if some type of smoke grenades are dangerous if once they pop. But I'm pretty sure it's not that dangerous. And I've had smoke, like fireworks type of smoke. Like it comes in like this little ball, and you set it on fire, and well, you light it up, of course, like a firecracker, and you just throw it. A smoke will come out, and the smoke is in different colors. I remember. Hold on, my nose is stuffy. Like, I don't know why that's happening. It's about 90 degrees outside. I'm about to catch a cold. But I remember back in a couple of July 4ths ago, my uncle, who owns a movie theater, he's the coolest uncle you could ever know. Like, yeah, this dude, he had fireworks in the movie theater, and he gave it to the staff and everything like that. We went outside, we started throwing it. He threw, this is New York City, by the way. And on July 4th, the cops really don't bother you as much about fireworks because there's just too many people doing them. But if it was any other ordinary day, we'd probably get, you know, probably arrested. But he took one of the smoke grenades, he lit it on fire, and he threw it in the middle of the street. And this is New York City. This is the actual city down there where it's crowded. And traffic came to a halt. He went back inside, never went outside for that day. Just blame it on somebody else. You know, there's thousands of people walking around, and they're not gonna figure out who the hell did it. But that was a funny moment. I didn't think he meant to throw it in the street. Kind of just rolled down the hill and got to the street. So the traffic came to a halt. But yeah, color smoke, excellent idea. Don't make it stick to players because that'll bring trolls. The next question is tattoos. About tattoos, do I think it's creativity or self-expression? This dude wanted to know what's my opinion on it, and he put a little smiley face at the end. And I don't know why I pointed that out. But in my opinion, tattoos, I'll never get one. And the reason why is because I think of tattoos as kind of like a painting. You're going to put a painting up on your wall one day, right? And you're going to get tired of looking at that painting. And you're going to want to take it down. The only difference with the tattoo is this painting, when you take it down, there's always going to be a mark on you. You can never really get fully rid of a tattoo, at least that I know of. I don't know if there's new type of surgery, laser surgery, or whatnot. But I don't want any tattoos because I'm pretty sure that one day I just won't want it anymore, you know, and I just can't get rid of it that easily, at least. But it's definitely both creativity and self-expression with tattoos, because a lot of people, they usually get like this drawing or something, and that drawing is both creativity and self-expression because that drawing probably has something to do with themselves. But like I said, same scenario. I've known people who had tattoos and they stated that they hated it after a couple of years, like they just got sick of it. But the next question, the last question for this part of the Q&A, is why do you love biking so much? Now, I haven't been biking, and I don't even know how long. I haven't been biking in about weeks, not even weeks, months, because one, I've just been busy. Two, the weather, oh god, what's up in New York City this year? It's just rain, rain, rain. We're getting that British weather. The weather is an issue. And three, I don't know what's the third. I guess there's only two reasons then. But I am going to be going biking soon. I did buy a GoPro. There's a GoPro 2 out now, so I don't think I'm going to upgrade. I think I'm just going to stick with mine. But I'm going to go biking, and I got the GoPro mounted to my bike, so you guys are going to be seeing some biking videos in the future. And hopefully that turns out well, you know. Hopefully I don't crash. That'd suck. I upload that. That'd be good TV, you know. Who wants to see me ride a bike? People want to see me crash and get hit by cars and fall into rivers and fall off buildings on bikes, because of course I'm going to be on top of a building with a bike. What kind of shit is that? But that would make a good YouTube video. YouTube money! So, I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. 20 minutes. My god. What the Jesus. Alright, whatever. We'll roll with it. 20-minute Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to click that like button. Favorite the video, subscribe if you're new here, share the video, go watch the video on your iPod or your iPad or your TV. I don't know who does that, but everybody that I know, they always watch it on their computer. That's the best way to watch it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and till next time, guys, peace.